What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Hey everybody, how's it going? Just warming up this jade white tubing right now. I'm about to make a liftoff cap. Just getting started, everybody. What up, what up? Hope everybody, where's y'all coming from today? Where's everybody coming from today? Alright, let me type this in the chat real quick so y'all can just... I thought that you were going to see some type of like welcome message or something like that, but I do not see that that was the case. So just really quickly. Alright, I started a new... Whoa. Channel guidelines. Alright, that's what it is. So, let's see. Alright, I'm just going to put this out real quick because y'all are about to be able to earn some stuff for free from me. Okay. Hold on. And this is just getting started. I'm using the Streamlabs like Streambot thing. Alright, hold on. Super chat. Alright. 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 Almost there. Almost there. Nope, not there. Over here. Nope. Nope. What the heck? Alright, who's with me? Where y'all coming from? Where y'all coming from today? Alright. Can I pin 2 comments? Nope. Alright. Dude, check out my pinned comment. You will be able to earn and redeem loyalty points here for prizes. If you subscribe, you get 500 points. For every $1 you tip in the super chat, you get 100 points per dollar. And every 5 minutes you drop a comment, you get 100 points. So come pick it, come hang out, and you're gonna earn points to get some free stuff from me. Right now I'm making a liftoff cap. Alright, now I'm pushing the first Maria, and then I'm going to push another Maria. So I'm going to kick up the speed a little bit. Number 1. Number 2. Off the air intake. Detach. What up, what up? Yo, you see that comment I pinned now? Everybody in this chat that kicks it gets 100 points every 5 minutes. As of right now, you get 10,000 points. I'm going to give you 10% off your entire order on my website. But I'm going to start doing giveaways for the things you see me making on these live streams while I'm making them. And you're going to be able to use those like loyalty points to enter into the giveaway raffles. But you're going to need points to enter. You feel me? You heard? What up, though? Alright, we'll say that's done. Move on to the next one. My website is zachdesign.com. So let's do a poll. Going to take advantage of the loyalty program. There's going to be like other cool stuff you could do with those points also. So like everybody kicking in the stream with those points, there's going to be like games where you could like play slots with your points to try to gamble to earn more points, or there's going to be games you can play with like other people in the chat to try to take their points. You know, you can put your points up against their points. I figured it'd be kind of cool. Also, I wasn't really sure how to, you know what, I got one more in here. We got one more in this. Why not max it out? And then we'll move on to the next color. I only had to make 2 of these. Truthfully, I didn't even look to see what I had already made. I have a lot of stuff on the shelf to the side. No, I didn't have the white. And it looks like I don't have the other colors I need either done. I'm working on some online orders right now. I made a list of like liftoff caps that I have to make, and two of them are jade white. And if you're asking like how the points are like moderated or whatever, I don't know if you've ever heard of this streaming service called Streamlabs. Streamlabs offers, like, this is one of the parts of their streaming platform, is like they have this cloud bot that will keep track of all this stuff. And I'm just a noob about how to like integrate it right now. So at some point I'll type in a chat like /command cloudbot or Streamlabs or something, and you'll be able to type in like pretty much you'll be able to ask how many points you have. Yo, Jay sounds like Jay's a supporter. Sounds like Jay loves what I got going on right now. What up though, Jay? Everybody say what up, Jay. How's everybody feeling today? Do you like it zoomed out better, or do you like it zoomed in better? It's a pretty decent view right there. Man, yesterday was my birthday, and on my birthday, my Instagram account gets disabled. How dope is that? Like, they have stuff where you could, like, pay for a shout-out with points, but you don't gotta give me points for a shout-out. If I walk over there and I see your name, I'll shout you out. But, like, if I'm gonna give you something you see me make here, like, yeah, you could at least watch the video for a few minutes. You know what I mean? Alright, they're attached. Next thing I'm going to do is push 2 Marias. Marias are the bumps. Number 2. That was interesting. Forgot to take the hose out of my mouth and I wound up popping a hole. But that was too tight anyway, because I collapsed it. So basically you just saw me mess up in like 2 different ways on this last one. But thankfully, there's enough glass for me to make 1 more. God damn, dude. So I get for letting y'all distract me with these loyalty point stuff. Alright, starting over. Gonna watch some Wonder Man tonight. See how that is. Should straight up throw this in the trash. Alright, let me put the next one in. I already have prepped. Hold up. Appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe. Drop a comment once every 5 minutes, get you 100 loyalty points. Flare. Getting sloppy today. I'm just playing. Do you need that? Round 2, right? something else to do. Alright, I'm Zach, I'm a glassblower. This is borosilicate COE 33. Right now I'm about to pick the nipple off of this liftoff cap. Who knows what the Puffco peak is? Who knows what the Focus V Carta is? Who knows what the Bomb Official is? Bomb. I'm not pushing, I'm just holding my paddle. Just hit it with the flame a little bit. Polish out any roughness maybe from my paddle. Gucci. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? What up, what up? Appreciate you liking, subscribing. Alright, about to put in the next color. So now I have to do, this was the white. So we did a couple of those. The next color we have to do is, hold up. Let y'all look at something spinning. Let's look at the list. Alright, transparent black, opaque black. Let's see. I don't know if that'll be a good opaque black. Alright, let's do transparent black or opaque black first. It was meant to be. Let's change the view for you a little bit. All right. See if I can do this without needing to open up. Bam. Don't need to take the adapter out even. Slide that right in. Now we're gonna choke up on the glass a little bit. Pop this in here. I'm not concerned at all about using the lathe tape for this. Just make sure my adapter is in there. Like, subscribe, talk to each other in the comment sections, earn some loyalty points. Actually, you know what? Let's see who's earned some loyalty points in this live stream. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is refresh the Streamlabs app so we can see who's got some loyalty points. Alright. Right now, I'm in the league because I watch my own lives with 600 points, Father Time 400, Flamework Clerk 300, Harry King has 200, Daryl Matthews has 200, and then everybody else has 100 loyalty points. Lev, Heavy Man, Jay LaRusta, Callow, D-Brock, Dion's Paranormal, Kazi Boy, Teflon John, Ken, STR321, Jonathan, William, Hunters, The Muncheramid, Ahmed, Into the Journey, H. Wheeler, World of Free Speech, Roxanne, Pupper Schlorp, John, we could go on and on. We have 3 pages of names so far. But the only people that have more than 100 points, loyalty points, are Daryl, Harry King, Flamework Clerk, and Father Time. And right now, at 10,000 points, I'm going to give you 10% off your entire order at my website. But we're going to figure out other things to do. What's up, everybody? Appreciate a like, subscribe. Feeling generous. Little donation. My birthday was yesterday. Support the dream. Help me monetize this. Kind of sucks, right? Yesterday is my birthday. I posted up a video with one of the glass tops that I made, and Instagram disabled my page. This is like the 7th or 8th time I've had to deal with something like this with Meta this year. Every single time they've restored my page, and this last time I'm dealing with them, I now have 2 accounts disabled and 2 heavily restricted. It's crazy. Alright, hold on one second. Alright, we're Gucci. Let me score a couple punties real quick. My scoring knife is right here. So yeah, help me be off of Instagram. Please and thank you. Oh, the other thing I'm trying to figure out is how to get the YouTube creator music up in here during the live streams. Alright, let me have a sip of coffee real quick. Is anybody familiar with any of the things that I make? For the Puffco, for the Carta, for just like in general, my history as a glass blower in the Canna industry? Featured in High Times magazine twice. For original glass concepts. Here's one of the things that we made on the live stream the other day. We've been doing rod blowouts. So that's transparent light blue. This is a secret white rod blowout. Transparent light blue. What you just saw me make were liftoff caps that is meant to be lifted off versus, you know, how it's fixated in there with the stock Puffco joysticks. We do a lot. We've been making a lot of stuff. Appreciate everybody tapping in, showing me some love. You're feeling generous, hitting me with that super, that cash app, that subscribe, that like. I'm just warming this up a little bit in the bunching because it's really cold in my garage right now. I'm a glass blower. This is borosilicate COE 33. Do you want me to take my phone down to show you what it looks like on my end? Sorry, I'm just trying to get a better angle. What up, everybody? Make sure you go check out the loyalty program thing I started. I figured out how to do. I'm still like learning the program, but the loyalty points are starting to track. So we know it's getting counted. Now I just need to figure out other ways to, like, things to redeem it for, and figure out how to run the giveaways. Alright, now they're bonded together. Now on this side, I'm going to have to push 2 bumps. Those bumps are called Marias. So let's push 2 Marias. Pop that air intake. Now to detach. Oh, man, it is cold. Pulling it away. Alright. Who's still with me? Holler if you're with me. Who's with me? Sound off in the comment section. Who's with me? Alright. Let's pick this nipple. Let me show you what I'm looking at. Just that is the nipple. That's the nipple that I'm picking away. Right? I had those 2 attached, then I detached it, cutting that tube with my flame. And now I'm going to use my flame and this rod, which is called a punty, to wop, 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 wop. Pick it off. I'm going to pick that nip, and then I'm going to paddle that flat, and then I'm going to put that cap in the oven, and that's a liftoff cap, folks. And if you're like, yo, but what is a liftoff cap for? That is the liftoff cap. Alright, let's go back to the position so I could finish this piece. pick and paddle. Pick and paddle, my friends. Pick and paddle. Right? Wipe off my graphite paddle on my pants. Paddle on the pants. Flame concentrated in the center because I picked it till it was nearly flush. And now I don't want it to just be flush level. I want it to actually be like one uniform. So, boom, melted. Now just holding my paddle still. Boom. Polish that real quick. Looks like a liftoff cat to me, folks. Looks like a liftoff cat to me, folks. Gotta be careful patching the fence. Come on now, dog. What up, everybody? Where y'all coming from today? Where's everybody tapping in from today? I'm in Virginia. I'm in the U.S. It is super cold. It's probably like 19 degrees in my garage right now. Getting ready to put the next noodle up. I call this a noodle for the next liftoff cap that we're gonna make. We're filling some online orders right now. Alright. Online orders? Orders from where, do you say? From my website is what I say. ZachHDesign.com. Link in my bio. All right, give me 1 second. All right. I am back, my friends. Give me just a second. Alright, let me put this back on my shirt. Alright, well, now that I'm here, I have my laptop charged in. My laptop died, so I couldn't see what any of y'all were saying. What are you excited for this week? Anything special going on? There we go. Even breathing, even breath. It's a big deal. Let me get some of this strap off. Alright. So what I want to know, the first comment I read when I get back, and you might not be the first person to comment, but I'll shout you out. I'll shout you out on the feed and let everybody know what's going on. You have anything special going on this week? Anything to be excited about? Anything you would like to share with all of us? Alright, the two pieces are connected. If you hear me going like wop, 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 versus just like a blowing, it's because I'm like punching my way through versus like blowing a bubble. Beautiful.